Do you want to see the back of me? Is that what you're getting at?
Do I eckers like?
Oh, yes, you are. You went and did it last night, and now you've come out into the open.
Ooh, I've just had a whiff of a filthy smell. Has somebody brought something bad back?
No.
Ooh, you could have kidded me.
All right, Ina, we get your meaning. You wicked old besom.
Would you, Belinda?
Oh, I don't blame you for wondering. I mean, they do change when you haven't seen them for 15 years, don't they?
You've got some very big ideas about yourself, you have, but you better forget them, because you're nothing. You're all top show, and that's all you'll ever be, and I've got me dinner to get.
Well, I just thought that the time...
You and I might have a little chat on you. You thought it to our Dennis last night, didn't you?
He's a fine lad, a credit to you.
Was that meant to be an insult?
And you can get all this stuff out of this house.
You know what's wrong with your generation, don't you?
Yes. We had children like you.
And if we're going back in the past, you've been no plaster saint either.
So you won't divorce me
No,
for
I won't.
desertion? Well, I'll divorce you.
Well, I'll chance that.
Well, I'll tell you what we're going to do. We're going to drink this stout and we're going to crack on. We're enjoying it. She'll be watching us, don't you, Fred? And when she sees us smacking our lips, she'll wonder what she's done wrong.
Hey, you're a right one, you are, Ina.
I just wouldn't give her the satisfaction.
Hello everyone and welcome to the video. My name's Serenity Solo on the Axe and we're in with Coronation Street 1961 now. This is the first episode of 1961. We've just left off 1960 with the death of Mrs. Hardman. So I hope that didn't spoil anything for you if you haven't seen the other videos. If you haven't, go back to episode 1 or whatever episode you left off at, because it is a soap opera and it does continue on. So, I want to thank everyone for being here, for giving me a chance, for watching the video. I'm still thinking of making this Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday mornings. If you want that, thumbs up and let me know in the comments. Trying to get as many shows out to you as possible. And if you want Prisoner Cell Block H on Saturday nights, every Saturday night, let me know and I shall do that also. I can't do it right now because I need an editor, another editor, I can't afford one yet. But until then, I'm looking into what people want. Could you also subscribe as well? That would really help me out. And to my Patreon members, it is you that is bringing the content to me to allow me to bring the content back to you. Thank you all so much. I do gratefully appreciate it. I appreciate every single one of you, no matter what tier you are. And I greatly appreciate everyone who's following me on Dailymotion or subscribe to me on YouTube. Thank you all so much, and let's get into the video. This just continues straight on from the last episode, and then I've got to look into getting like more consecutive episodes. If you've got any that aren't on the DVDs, please let me know, and I will credit you if you let me react to them. So is it going to be the funeral today?
This has just come for you.
Big hiss behind it again, Sonny.
Well, open it and then you'll know, won't you?
A bit sarky this morning, aren't you? Well, they won't kill you for 5 minutes.
Oh, you don't know that, Mrs. Dumbarton. I know for a fact she doesn't think I went to a funeral yesterday afternoon.
Oh, it was
You
yesterday?
did. Oh, it's no good. I can't fasten this.
Well, try a safety pin.
What do you think I am doing?
You can have a lend him. Oh, come here, I'll do it.
Hey, Mum, if you've got a spare minute at dinner time, will you go and find out how much them proper ones, them that are just are?
I'll ring down to the mother to be department.
Pity you can't get discount.
Well, I don't see why not.
I thought you can only get a discount on things for yourself.
Oh, well, who's to know it's not me?
Show me an egg.
Well, what's he got to say?
Is she too old to have a baby?
Nothing much.
Oh, I see.
Elsie?
2 pages of nothing much.
He says, do I think Norma's a nice name?
What for?
What do you think for?
Well, I suppose it's all right if it's a girl.
Oh, he's made up his mind about that as soon as he knew he were out
Norman's
buying pink
for a boy.
matinee jackets.
What else?
He says, do you know when I'm going home?
Well, when are you?
I don't know. Do you want to see the back of me? Is that what you're getting at?
Do I eckers like?
Oh, yes, you are. You went and did it last night, and now you've come out into the open.
Oh, come on.
To know for buying in, that's all.
You've said it now, so there's no good pretending you haven't.
I've said nothing yet.
It's a fine thing when a daughter can't come and visit her mother at a time like this.
You know very well you're welcome here. That's all
Yes,
I
it
can
sounds
So
like
let us
it,
stay
doesn't
for
it?
ages.
I heard every word at 8 o'clock news. You had programme parade on full blast, and now it's pair of you shouting your daft heads off with blasted lobby door open.
Have you finished?
Finished, no
Now,
consideration.
look here, you. If I'd have come upstairs and deliberately done a tap dance outside your bedroom door, I'd have been quite within my rights. Do you know what time it was you got in last night?
I got him when I finished work.
3:30.
The all-night buzzes door on every 5 minutes. You'd have plenty to say if I started taxing it. Anyway, how old do you think I am? What business is it of yours? What time I choose to come home?
You can stop out all night for all I care, but I think it's a bit much when I'm just dozing off after him tossing and turning, and the banging starts. Bang, clatter, bang, bang, bang.
Yeah, he can't say out if he came in
biscuits
noisy.
tin. What game did you think you were playing anyway?
Have a right to look for something to eat in my own house, haven't
Your
I?
house, this house is mine.
I didn't do anything to the sound.
Splitting head, drop it, will you?
The hissing got louder than the voices. I don't understand why some episodes have a big hiss and some don't. Master tapes, like I said in the previous episode. Possibly.
My dad were in club again last night.
Oh?
Give me a cigarette lighter.
That's more than he ever gives me. What was wrong with it?
Nothing. He had a whole pocket full, get some from Ireland or somewhere.
Did he, ask about me?
Oh, yeah?
What did he say?
Nothing much.
Nothing
What
nice.
did he look like?
Fair to middling.
Don't tell me anything, will you, Dennis?
Didn't think you were interested.
Well, I'm not, so don't flatter yourself.
What are you asking for,
She
then?
is.
Well, here's her husband when all's said and done.
He doesn't seem to let it worry him over much.
Are they still married?
Does he still go to sea?
No, he's packed that lot in.
What's he doing now, then?
He sort of deals in things.
What thing?
There's a
All
crook.
sorts.
Such as?
I've told you all sorts.
Thank you for nothing.
What did he want to know about me, ma'am?
He wanted to know when were a good time to catch her in. He says it's time you and him sorted one or two things out.
I wouldn't, not if he's doing something shady.
Oh,
If I've told you once about taking that clock to pieces, I've told you a dozen times.
It stopped.
I can see that. If you can use that hand of yours to do that, you can use it at work.
Well, don't talk as though I was swinging the lead. This sent me home. Anyway, they don't want me messing about like this.
Neither do I.
Suddenly the hiss is so loud.
What's that you're reading?
Oh, it's the trial of Mary Bateman,
Oh, I was a winches at all.
the Yorkshire witch.
A witch? You mean a proper one?
No, not really, just an early confidence trickster.
Oh. Fancy. What did she do?
She invented the first jet-propelled broomstick.
Now, you get on with what you're doing. I'm talking to our Kenneth. Is that part of your studies?
No, I just found it in a bookshop in town.
Oh. How much?
Can't remember.
Guess what?
Here, give us that back, Ken.
Trial of Mary Bateman.
Come on, it's a delicate book.
Here,
give it
listen to
here.
this, man.
You don't-
On the 24th day of October...
Get him, Ken. Go on.
Give it.
I'm not sure.
Well, if that isn't the dizzy limit. Didn't remember how much it was, eh? Well, if you didn't want me to know, you should have rubbed this out. Rare, £1. Do you mean to stand there and tell me that you've thrown away 20 shillings on
Well,
that?
don't wave it around like that. It's not in very good
I've never heard of
condition.
such
Well,
a
be
thing.
careful.
Careful, I will be careful. I'll be careful I don't catch something. You never know what a chatty old thing like that might be. Here. And don't, for goodness sake, let your father find out. £1. I wouldn't even care if it was new.
Well, it's a collector's item.
Well, it's all the same to me. As far as I'm concerned, it's £1 thrown away.
Well, it's my own money. I earned it on the post.
Well, you'd have done better to get yourself some new underpants. Anyway, I've told you. If your father finds out, he'll go mad and tear his shirt.
Well, what's he got to do with
How
it?
many
It's got plenty
underpants
to
could
do
we
with
get
him
for
and being
£1?
told.
Look, it's an investment.
That's not how your dad'll see it. Oh, while we're on the subject, will you please stop arguing with him about the atom bomb? Can't you agree to differ for once?
Yeah, you might try telling that to him.
Well, if you must know, I already have done. If I don't get a move on, I'll never get my shopping in before I have to start. I've left some corned beef for your dinner and there's some tomatoes in the cupboard.
Oh.
What are you going to do today?
Oh, Sue's coming round a bit later on.
Smashing. Will she be bringing the
Oh,
car?
is he still
Keep
with
out of
her?
this. Don't want a kid brother thing.
Dear, I don't think there's enough dinner for her here. You better sit to corn and get a bit
No,
more.
it's all right.
Oh, go on, take
No,
it.
it's all right. I got some of my own. Anyway, some of the others might be coming too.
Well, think on you don't miss the place, though.
Oh, kid, well, I remember. Do you know what happened to that old windjammer?
No, which one?
That waterproof thing with a zip?
You had it last, mate. Don't ask me.
Whatever do you want that for?
Oh, I was just wondering where it was, that's all. Have we got any empty treacle tins?
What?
Treacle tins.
Treacle tins?
And just what are you up to now?
I'm begging.
Hey, did you hear that? Yeah? I'm cracking it on, I haven't. Take no notice. It's only one of them railway fellas.
Hey, where's that kid
They're
gone?
common.
What the hell are they?
Fancy Christine Harmon coming straight back to work day after the funeral. Yeah, I'd have made a week of it.
Alice this dinner hour?
Oh, she's staying in and making one of them can-can petticoats on the sly. Hello. Dead ignorant.
Someone wolf whistled you. There you go.
2 dandelion of burdock, 1 sarsaparilla and 1 unbrewed condiment. That'll be a shilling, please.
I
And I think
remember the
you ought to know
days you
what's
could
going on
hand
your
bottles
front
back for money.
What? 2 young women eating
I'm old.
pound cake butties and flaunting themselves for all the world to see.
They're not doing any harm.
How do you reckon the funeral went yesterday?
Oh, I thought it all went off very well.
Very well. And her only daughter, the chief mourner, sitting there in a bright red swag without so much as a black patch on her sleeve. And don't tell me she couldn't have
What
it
was she gonna
die.
say?
48 hours, that's the time it takes to die mourning orders, always has done.
I don't think people go in for that much anymore.
Oh, aye, you think us old uns know now, but I'll tell you this, when I went to my mother's, I was stiff with black crape. I see you didn't pull your shop blind down yesterday.
No, but I drew my upstairs curtains.
Oh, yes, I noticed that, but Mrs. Lappin always drew the shop blind with the coaches you went past. Did you ask him to see her?
No, they did not, and if they had, I wouldn't have gone. I think it's morbid.
Well, you guessed at Reef, didn't you?
Of course I did.
Well, then you've the right to.
You're not friends still.
Ooh, I've just had a whiff of a filthy smell. Has somebody brought something bad back?
No.
Ooh, you could have kidded me.
All right, Ina, we get your meaning. You wicked old besom.
Oh, and
Bees
while
'em?
I'm here, I'll take a bottle of disinfectant. The strongest you've got. I've got some fumigating as wants doing.
What do you know about Factories Act anyway?
Nothing. All I know is if you mention it to them, they get all hot and bothered. All I said to them were, if you're not careful, I'll report you to the Factories Act.
And I'll tell you something else for nothing, Martha Longworst. Your precious Lily's was only knocking up 17 quid a week because he's fool enough to work nights.
She likes arguing in that shop.
I've heard she's got religious mania.
Who the hell are you two?
Hey! That was Dinah's boyfriend. Oh, no, is it? It is. Stopped outside her house.
Has he not seen her since the mum died?
out with him.
Oh, I wouldn't. He's dead toffee-nosed. Hello, have you come to take us for a toto, then?
Shut up, Glenys. Have you no respect for the dead? And give
Well,
me
he's
the
not
bookie
dead.
back.
Well, it seems like they're the people that are going to transition the scenes.
Aye.
All right.
Aren't you going to invite me in for a minute?
Why should I?
What's the matter?
Don't you know?
I'm afraid I don't.
Why, have you been away somewhere?
No.
Well, where have you been hiding yourself then?
Nowhere in particular.
Oh, I see.
Did the wreath get there all right?
Oh, yes, it got there. Very nice and showy, one of the biggest. The undertaker nearly got it mixed up with mine. Yes, it was very nice. Thank you very much.
Look, Chris. I was terribly sorry when I heard.
Were you?
I'd have come round sooner, but...
But what?
Well, I didn't think you'd be wanting visitors at a time like that.
Not even boyfriends.
Oh, well, thanks for calling now.
Chris!
Look, I
Is he
don't know
knocking
what
on
you
the
want
wall?
to say, but I'm telling you straight, I don't want to hear it.
Let me come in, just...
No, you
please.
can't.
Look, I know you're upset, but if there's anything I can do to help you, know you
You're a
mean.
bit late, aren't you?
Well,
I mean, it's taken you long enough getting here.
well, now look, you know. What with the holidays and...
Yes, well, now we know where we stand, don't we? Oh, by the way, did you have a good time last night?
Last night?
That's what I said. Was it a good picture? Because if it was, I might go myself later on in the week. Might help to take me out of myself for a bit.
I don't know what picture you're talking about.
The one you went to see last night at the Luxy with that FD blonde. News Travels, you know.
Well, that, look, I can explain.
Yes,
See,
well,
what-
you can explain till the cows come home, but I won't be able to listen. I've tried to kid myself about you, Malcolm Wilkinson, but it's no good. You think you're it and I'm now to pound, and it's no use pretending you don't, because you do. You've got some very big ideas about yourself, you have, but you better forget them, because you're nothing. You're all top show, and that's all you'll ever be, and I've got me dinner to get.
Sally, I'm just wondering how long that church is going to be there for, because I'm pretty sure they've got them in the later episodes. By strange random ladies who are just transitioning the scenes. Are they going to do that all the episode? No spoilers for any future episodes, please. Even the ones I may have seen. I'm going to try not to, but I will apologise if I do. I am terrible at keeping secrets. If I tried reacting to something that I'd seen before, you would know about it instantly. You would. That's...
What? Oh, somebody turn that record down. I can't hear myself think.
Poster paint doesn't make bad eye makeup.
If you're going to waste time doing your eyes, we'll never get finished.
Just listen to who's talking.
That's why I'll
All I'm
always
saying is we've got to clear this
put
stuff.
a disclaimer on if I have seen it.
Has she gone a bit about making a mess?
Oh, no, she's not bad, but if she knew what we're up to, she might start fussing. You know.
You mean
What
she
the hell
doesn't
are you
agree
up
with
to?
us about all this?
No, it's not that, but... Oh, she might blow her top if she knew what we're going to do.
Oh, one's gone on crooked.
Bloody hissing.
Mind your eyes.
Suddenly if
Here,
it's
go and
distracting
stir
you.
that glue for a bit. I'm boiling. How you doing, Sue?
Not badly.
She can't let her for toffee.
Now, look here. I'm not an art student. Ken and I are only volunteers.
Yeah.
Oh, half the people at art school can't letter either.
Well, speak for yourself.
Oh, sign writers are nothing to write home about.
You think you're going to...
Now look what you've done.
Oh, it'll be all right.
Honestly, you two.
My ma's gonna be mad.
It's nearly dark. She could be home any minute now.
Hey, Lily Dog, did you say?
Yes. Hey, where are you going?
To try one.
Hey, Milo.
Milo?
Don't be so ridiculous.
Oh, you might as well torch yourself, Kenneth. Anyway, why bother? He can't do much
Oh,
harm.
no, we can only stink the yard out, that's all.
Yeah, what was that?
What?
That noise.
Kenneth, the paper lad been...
And the bottle. And they're going
I
on
didn't
a
know he got
protest.
company. Oh, whatever's that?
It's a poster.
Ban the bomb.
The lettering's a bit better on that one.
We're marching in a torchlight procession
Tomorrow night. With guitars.
You might be.
Guitars.
Ah, Ken certainly isn't.
Who says?
I say, you don't think for a moment your father would let you do a thing like that?
Well, I can't see it's got anything to do with
It's
it.
got plenty to do with him, and you can get all this stuff out of this house.
You know what's wrong with your generation, don't you?
Yes, we had children like you. I've warned you once and for all.
Well.
If you think you're going to get me take sides in this, well, you're not.
You don't take fire in the
Get
house.
out.
Well, that's a nice thing, I must say. When you get to your age, and I can't so much as turn it back for 5 minutes without you getting up to something. Well, what would
Where's
your mother
Albert?
say? She's already said it all.
Look, give us 10 minutes and we'll clear up.
I should just think you will clear up. And while you're at it, you can wash that tash off. If that's the way you go on, no wonder you're always complaining about getting spots.
Well, can I help? Get me on.
Come on, get that brush out.
Come on, for goodness sake. No, back,
I wondered what they're doing.
I didn't mean you to get me one. I just wanted you to find out how much they were. Now, if I take this hem up, this little bit will be a treat.
It's a
How much
husband
do I
will
owe you?
turn
Oh,
up.
Go on, have it on me.
Now, don't be soft, ma'am. How much?
Oh, shut up. It's a present, I tell you. If you go on like that, I might change my mind.
Thank you very much.
In my day, we had to make do with smocks and like it.
Well, did you have these then?
No, don't know. I suppose they did. Them that could afford it.
What sort of layette did you have for me?
Layette, just listen it. Where do you think I laid my hands on the money for layettes? Your grandma Tanner knitted me some bits and pieces, and Phyllis Anderson let me their Jeanette's christening robe, and that was about that.
How do you feel about being a grandma?
Well, it hasn't really hit me yet.
Oh, it must have.
Well, it isn't as though it's here, is it? I mean, well, what do you want me to say?
Just wondered if it made you feel different, that's all.
Well, it's not going to stop me dyeing my hair, if that's what you mean. Come on, let's go tatter to your grandma Tanner's. Oh, here. You know, it doesn't seem possible.
He's got to turn up and
It
see.
seemed like 5 minutes ago since that
As a
blackout was
baby.
on.
Why the blackout?
Ooh, best years of my life, that
We'll talk
blackout.
about blackouts.
Every
We're
time
not
I think
heading
of it,
to
it
them
reminds me of Yankee
as of
whiskey.
recording this.
You know, when we had that power cut in the street the other day, I went outside. It was as black as pitch. And I started thinking of Yankee whiskey. It almost tasted in my mouth.
Isn't it funny? Daft little things. The other day, some woman or other had asked for Allentown Jail and Housewife's Choice. Brought Royce straight back to me.
Do you think he really had a petrol station in Nebraska?
Had yellers like. The stories I could tell if I'd a mind to.
Well, go on.
Go on what?
Tell him.
Ah, you wouldn't be interested.
Oh, you are aggravating. I tell you more than most mothers tell their daughters. And you sit there simpering and you won't say,
Oh, there's your clubman.
what, on a Wednesday?
The point is that if I did
Did she
start
say
telling
that
you
before they
something, you
knocked?
wouldn't let go
I
to
thought
your
it was going to be the
There's
husband.
something shady going on here.
7 years ago, you mean?
Hey, ma'am, we've got a visitor.
Oh,
Me dad.
Thank God we've finished.
Eh?
I never could abide men who were going bald.
Well, there's plenty as can.
Aye, that's what they say. But you know what they're really thinking? I wonder what he was
Not
like
what
when
I
he had all his
expected.
hair.
I expected someone suave and debonair.
Would you, Belinda?
Oh, I don't blame you for wondering. I mean, they do change when you haven't seen them for 15 years, don't they? Oh, by the way, you're going to be a grandfather.
Oh?
Oh, it's all above board.
Did I say different?
No, I didn't give you much chance, did I? I know you of old. What can we do for you?
Well, I just thought that
That
the time...
you and I might have a little chat on you. You thought it to our Dennis last night, didn't you?
He's a fine lad, a credit to you.
Was that meant to be an insult?
Linda, would you mind skedaddling? There's a good girl.
Who do you think you are ordering people around?
She's your daughter.
Well, this is going to be a conversation between grown-ups.
No,
Oh,
she's
I
been
wouldn't
there
worry
15
too much
years.
about shocking Snow White here.
Elsie, have you ever thought about a divorce?
Why?
I want one.
Why?
I want to get married again.
Have you got to?
You don't alter, do you?
No, what grounds have you got?
Desertion.
Oh, come
I'd
on.
want
Oh, I
one.
want to do the decent thing. I want you to divorce me.
Nothing doing.
Why?
Because.
But I want to marry somebody
Oh,
else.
who do you?
You're hard, Elsie. You're brassy and you're hard.
Don't you dare talk to my mother like that. She's not hard at all, it's you that's hard. What about my wedding? Somebody must have told you I was going to get married, but not so much as a lousy present from you and me Uncle Albert had to give me away.
Well, what's your wedding got to do with this?
Plenty. Hadn't got no money for a dress. So she bought it for me, only she hadn't got no money either, so she had to do it on the weekly. So you say one more thing about her and I'll wang you in the face. And who do you think paid his fines and kept him when he come out of jail? I don't suppose he told you that, did he? Now shut up, you!
Look here, you. I've kept house and looked after 2 kids, and no thanks to you. I don't care tuppence for you, but you're not going to get off scot-free.
I'll
And why did I
Understand,
leave
Nanny,
you?
that
Just
one.
answer me that.
Oh, well, if you want to rake up the past, I'll tell you left me because you wanted to, and I was glad to get shut of you.
Well, you'd get alimony, wouldn't
Oh,
you?
you can keep it. I may not have been all I should have been, but at least nobody can say that I left my children alone. They may as well never have had a father for all the good that you've been to them. And if we're going back in the past, you've been no plaster saint either.
So you won't divorce me
No,
for
I won't.
desertion? Well, I'll divorce you.
Well, I'll chance that.
On what grounds? You'll find out.
Anna just says I'll divorce her. Be rid of him unless she wants him back. Is she going to make up with... I don't know a friend's name with glasses. Here she goes for a bit of a
I didn't
gossip.
want to talk business on the step.
Was it about the policy?
That's
Mummy?
right, yes.
Oh, have you brought it then?
Well, there are 1 or 2 formalities that have to be got through first, you see.
Oh, I see.
I have a claims form, you'll have to fill this in.
Don't try
And
swinging
then I'll be
it up.
wanting the policy itself and a copy of the death certificate.
Oh, well, you better come inside.
All right, thank you. Yes, I'm sorry to mind at a time like this, but it's got to be gone through sooner or later.
Oh, where will I get a copy of the death certificate
If
from?
you go round to the registrar's office, they'll let you have one.
Well, is there always this palaver?
A 5.
Here, let me have a look at this form.
Now, look, you sign here, you
If you
see.
pay for them, extras. No, you can get as
Oh,
many
well,
as
that
you want
seems
first
fairly
time.
straightforward. How long will it take for the money to come through?
Oh, it shouldn't be a matter of days. Of course, my inspector will have to go over the claims form first.
Yes, well, I'll get this signed and I'll get you that other thing. Don't mind telling you. The sooner I can lay my hands on a bit of money, the better.
Careful what you say to him.
She keeps looking at
You don't mind
me.
taking the
When
money.
she looks at me, I'll
Paying it
tear
out's
her
another
out.
matter
I
sometimes.
saw all this coming in the cards.
Hey, Concepta, have you heard the latest? What about? That's Elsie Tanner. She's got a fancy man.
I've never
Who
heard
told you that?
Concepta
Nobody
before.
told me. I saw him myself coming sneaking out of the house, all dressed
I
up
don't
in
know
a
what happened to the
Homburg
sound
outfit.
there.
Might have been anybody. Now, he wasn't the clubman. He wasn't the police. I know the type of visitor that goes to that house.
Guess
no,
it was
he
split
was a
up before
fancy
they
man,
moved to
all
that
dressed up
street
like a
then.
lunchboy, with an Homburg hat.
Look, I don't think you ought to go around saying things like that about people until you're sure of your facts.
Well, I'm not taking any advice from the likes of you, Paddy.
Now listen here to me.
Excuse me.
Now let us have some order in here,
I like
please.
Ina, but she can be offensive.
Concepta, will you go and do the glasses in the public?
Yeah, you're not supposed to argue with the punters. Customers.
There you are. Important for yourself.
Thank you.
Hey, Annie, come here. What do you want? Don't look now, but there's something different about Harry Hewitt. I can't make up my mind what it is. I said, don't look now. He's seen us looking at him.
Oh, don't be such a big soft thing. How can I tell what's different about him if I don't look at him?
Well, she continues to
It's
look.
them clothes. There's something funny about them. Conceptor?
That's right. Get the whole pub on it.
What is it, Mrs. Walker?
Now, don't do it straight away, but take a sort of casual look at Mr. Hewitt. There's something peculiar about him, and we can't make out what it is.
No.
Is it his hat?
Well, it could be. Could very well be. But I'd be lying if I said I knew what it was exactly.
Oh, well, you'd better go back.
I don't.
Why don't you go and ask him?
No, he'll blowed if I will. He'll think I'm a right nosy boy.
He might well be right at that. Who started all this anyway? What's your stout like?
It's very nice.
Oh, you've got no taste, you haven't. Now, I can tell as there raises a thing to my lips whether it's off or not.
She just after a free drink.
Funny. I can't put a name to it.
Now you come to mention it.
It's that Irish piece. This is old stock. Deliberate, that is. Absolutely deliberate.
Why don't you go and take it back?
That's just what she's waiting for. If I go to that bar, she'll have the old pub round me. Then she'll bring out a fresh bottle, and she'll ask somebody else to taste it, somebody neutral like. And when this somebody or other says it's all right, which of course it will be, she'll get that sly look on her face. I know her.
What ought we to do about it?
Well, I'll tell you what we're going to do. We're going to drink this stout and we're going to crack on. We're enjoying it. She'll be watching us, don't you fret. And when she sees us smacking our lips, she'll wonder what she's done wrong.
Hey, you're a right one, you are, Ena.
I just wouldn't give her the satisfaction.
So there's something wrong with what Harry's wearing. There's something wrong with the stout.
Once, and I've never had bad words since.
Hey, you're a daft article, Harry. By the way, is that one of them new winter uniforms?
No.
Looks different somehow.
Ah, it is.
More like an inspector's.
That's right.
Promoted.
You don't mean to say they've raised you?
Yeah.
Hey, champion. Hey, Harry.
I wonder, I didn't know. I
What do you
didn't know.
think?
I thought it was just
They've
a
made him
copper.
an inspector.
No.
Yeah.
Still, that is.
What'll you have?
Double whiskey, then.
Well, Harry's had a promotion. I think it starts skipping from now on the DVD, skipping episodes. So I will be trying to get more consecutive episodes. I'm hoping I can. I am waiting for emails from somebody. After this episode, there'll be certain... I will be shouting people out if I've got episodes from them. Unless I'll get it from the DVD. If I got it on the DVD, I will use it from the DVD. So yes, I'm still enjoying this. If you're enjoying this and you want this on a Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday morning, and if you still want it on the Sunday, let me know as well. So you're getting 3, 6, 9, 12, 13 a month. Oh, 13. But if you want 13 a month, let me know, and I shall do that. Let me know in the comments, and also thumb it up. If there's anybody out there who has episodes that are not on the DVD, let me know as well. If you're on YouTube, give me a YouTube handle and I will shout you out and I'll react to them. I'll be downloading them and then react to them. And then if you're not on YouTube, well, if you haven't got a channel on YouTube but you do have the episodes, I can give you a link to the Dropbox and we can go from there and I can shout you out. Twitter, Facebook, whatever. But I am looking for more episodes. I want to make it as consecutive as possible. Because I know there's a lot of 1961 episodes up, but then they start scattering about after that. If anyone knows, let me know, please. So, with that, it's not next Friday, 7 o'clock. Sign out. So yes, as I said, an enjoyable episode. It was nice, but not nice to see Elsie Tanner's husband come in. I mean, it's nice to put a face to the names, if you know what I mean. And nice to see the whole family unit, even if they're not getting along. I mean, if it were me, I would have given him a divorce. I'd have divorced him a long time ago. I mean, what happens if she meets someone and she wants to get married? And he was letting her blame him. Well, it was his fault because he deserted. But he was allowing her to put the blame on him. So I would have took it. I'd have divorced her. And the alimony. Don't know how much that would have been. But, yeah. 15 years of child support, if they had child support in the 60s. You know, I'd have took it. Is Ena Sharple, no spoilers in the chat at all please, but is Ena Sharples going to make up with her friend? I don't know her name. Is it Flon? No, it's not Flon, it's the name of the shop. I don't know her name, her with glasses. Is she going to make up with her, or is she just going to be sworn enemies until the day one of them leaves or dies or whatever? I don't know how they go out the soap. And how long is Ina Sharples and Elsie Tanner in it? Are they in it for a while? I mean, I have seen the Ogdens. I do know the Ogdens are. I know they come in the 60s, and what I didn't see them until the very late Ina, but they were fantastic. I love Ina. She's fantastic. I love Elsie. She's fantastic. I like a lot of them, but there's still some that we haven't really got to know as a character. So with that, I want to thank you all for watching. I really appreciate you, especially if you're a subscriber. I appreciate you a lot, I really do. If you watch my videos and you're not subscribed but you like to watch, then thank you ever so much for that. Please drop me a subscribe if you're not subscribed. I would gratefully appreciate that. You don't know if you like a show unless you watch it. So I do bring unique content. There's Thriller, Friday the 13th, the series. A lot of people watch them for less than 20 seconds and then sign off. They just cut off the video. To give the videos a chance, you have to watch at least most of it. Well, with Thriller, you've got twists at the end, so you're going to have to watch them all. I please ask that you do give other videos a try that you've never seen before. I mean, it's like if you watch something on TV, you don't know if you like watching it. It's like The Walking Dead or American Horror Story, Downton Abbey, things like that. You don't know if you like it until you watch an episode. So please, I ask, give me a chance with the unique shows as well. In fact, it's the unique shows, some of the unique shows that I can monetize because everything else is claimed. I'm not going to go mad with the ads, I promise you that. I've got a rule of one ad every at least 15 minutes like the TV shows do. The longer ones, it might go up to 20 minutes or 25 minutes, depending on how long the show is. I don't like the people who just slip ads in every 5 minutes or less and things like that. I hate that. So I won't be doing that neither on Dailymotion or on YouTube, if it allows me to. If it allows me to choose how many ads I can have. So, if you could please subscribe again, I would gratefully appreciate that. And to my Patreon members, it is you that is bringing the content to me to allow me to bring the content back to you. Thank you all so very much. I appreciate every single one of you. I love you all no matter what tier you are, whether you've got the YouTube early access, you've got the exclusive shows, or you've got the very early access as VIP tier, and you're way in front of everybody else. You are one step behind me, but you are 20 steps in front of everybody else. So thank you all, everyone, once again, and I shall hopefully see you in the next one. Goodbye.